For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
A run here for J.D. McKissic.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Gibson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Let's see what you got. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check it. 46 down, man, 5-4.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Hey, number 257. He's coming, check in. Nice, sweetheart. Mike 28.
Here we go. Mike 28.
Hey, Ford Tokyo. Watch the run. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Sunday. Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Wentz now to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Damiere Byrd.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 10. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Second down at 5.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You remember, Will? Let's go, baby. Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the run.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Target. Hey, number 20. 37. Check in. Check tight. Check.
Grade 15.
Jim.
They'll run with McKissick. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
There the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
5'9".
Check Mike 11. Coming this way. Here we go.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Backman. 180.
I got one.
Forward, Tokyo.
Check Mike 11.
Shift.
I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 11. Gotta do better.
This 5'7".
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check.
Throwing now is Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Check. Bang.
Shift.
Check.
Check the kill.
Check 13.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
Gibson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I'm coming. Check.
What's that?
They give it off here to the tight end. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
120!
It's been a long day for you.
They'll try to run it with Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. Quarterback, don't get nervous, man. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Go to 54, 59.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Play action now, Prescott.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, watch edge. Chance. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Trey 15.
28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Hey, defense, let's go.
Mike 28.
Switch up. Mike 28. Let's go. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, Rip 5-2, on here.
Here's Wentz to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give running right, Gibson.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Wentz.
Taking a shot for Samuel.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want.
Mike 59. Mike 59.
46.
Just like that. Mike 59. Mike 59. I got one.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and 6.
Mike, 48, Mike, 48. We're going to 54, right here. 48 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby, that's a baby shot. He's coming. We're going to 54, right here. We're going 47.
Prescott yet again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
52. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. We're going to 52. Under. 52. I'm on. Mike 52. I'm coming after you. We're going 46.
On play action, Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
74.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Wentz going to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Second and 10. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off at the 38. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Sunday, Sunday.
Joker, 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 Joker. What?
Great, great.
Watch twins. Undercrush, undercrush.
A give to Gibson running right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Gibson again. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Prescott. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Push it back. Push it back.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
48 Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second and 4.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Hey, kill. 27. 52.
Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Kill.
52, Mike 52. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. New Mike 52.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Man up, D. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Okay, double up.
First down, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Come on, switch it. Check 3. Go to 54.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. This is Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Come on, now let's do this.
Not today, you are. Not today. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19.
I'm coming for you. You must.
Hey, 47.
59, Mike, 59. Check, 59. Here we go, D. Here I come. Mike, check.
Here's Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. Touchdown! Michael Gallup from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll go again with Gibson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, it's Wentz. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. That catch good for only a couple.
Kill! 47! Sweat to 8!
Mike 52, Mike 50.
We're going to 54, right here.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott being chased out left. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And again, it's Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the left. Watch the 47. Mike spot 9. Mike spot 9.
We own them. We own them. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here we go. Under. Here we go.
Prescott now. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Check 59. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Mike, check.
A first down throw for Prescott. Dancing to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Three down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Hey, empty. Empty. Check 49.
A handoff for Gibson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Check 26, check 26.
On the draw, it's Gibson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They'll go. It's Gibson going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now Prescott. And his pass incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Right here, right here. Hey, 47. Check that, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Under. Here we go. Mike 52. 6 man. Here we go, 46. Check cross, check 26.
Prescott. Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Here's Prescott.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Dak.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Back two, Mike. Back two. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Here's Dak.
Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.
Washington moving on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
It's a win.